This is as of 6:34 a.m. on April 28th, 2024. That's how many offensive linemen are left in free agency from the NFL draft. These 90-man rosters, wow. They are sniping up these players and adding them to their rosters. It is amazing how fast these guys get sniped up. Because I was going to make a whole entire video about, like, the best linemen or the best, top prospects to take and, to pick up for the Bengals here. Because we're still picking up players. We picked up 3 players last night. And we're going to continue to pick up more players. And I was going to make a whole entire video about this. And now I'm looking at the list of players still available. And this is all the tackles who have not been signed. The interior offensive linemen, meaning guards, centers, that's pretty much that. And cornerbacks. Now, I didn't go through other positions because there are a lot of other positions to look at. For example, we have quarterbacks available here. But mostly, if not all of these quarterbacks have already been signed. Going to running backs, same concept applies here. Especially because, again, running backs is you can get multiple running backs and have them as rotation purposes. So, it is crazy how fast in one day all of these guys, and there's a lot of names here. It's not like there's a little bit of names here. There's a lot of names here. But again, also when it comes to listing those 3 things, so those are the only 3 things I really think we're going to work on, look at in free agency, is interior offensive line, maybe potentially some tackles, some cornerbacks, and that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, we could look toward linebacker. That's another position. But really, safety, we drafted a safety, so I'm not expecting us to pick up a safety in any capacity. And the rest of it, we don't really need. And we just picked up a crap ton of players. Let's go ahead and actually go to the Bengals depth chart here. So, we got the Bengals depth chart. Let's go ahead and go to this. Let me actually make this a little smaller for you guys. And if I move this over, right, this is what we look like now without our undrafted free agent signings, right? We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tight ends. And we just signed another undrafted tight end, by the way. We have a total of 3, 6, 9 receivers. We just signed 2. I think it's 2 undrafted wide receivers. We have 3 tackles, but we just signed another tackle. We just signed 2 offensive guards. Quarterback-wise, we signed another quarterback right here. Running back-wise, we signed another running back. So it's like we're now getting to a point where with this 90-man roster, we're now getting into that summer OTAs time period where things are about to get interesting. And I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. But when it comes to these undrafted guys still available, a lot of these guys are going. There isn't really that many good options left. And by the time today ends, by the end of today, probably going to see even more of these players go off and sign with the team. There will be players that we sign, obviously, just for depth purposes. I could see us going after maybe a couple more cornerbacks who are undrafted. But even then, I mean, that's how many cornerbacks are available right now as of 6 a.m. So by the time lunchtime kicks around, even 12 p.m., these guys are all probably going to be going. And at least on the 90-man roster. And I'm not saying they're going to make a 53-man roster, but at least going to make a 90-man roster. So, well, what does that mean, right? Well, what that means is that because all these guys are going to be going, this is going to be how it is until June 1st. Now, June 1st is not going to automatically mean that all the cornerbacks, all the players, undrafted players, automatically get cut. They're not going to get cut into the 53-man roster. But what's going to happen is a lot of different free agents are going to hit free agency on June 1st because that's when a lot of teams can cut players and be able to save more money. So we're really going to be now, at this moment in time, right? We're kind of in limbo until June 1st. Because there isn't really anything, if you're the Bengals or any team here, that you're really interested too much in signing anyone except for, again, like I said, undrafted free agents. And that's why I've always said, this whole situation with Tyler Boyd, it's really bad for him. And Tyler Boyd's not in a good situation because no team's going to sign him until June 1st. Now, don't get me wrong, he can spend this offseason working out, getting healthier. Not healthier, but he can work out, get stronger, really put some tape out there, show how good he is. But he's 30 years old. And teams know that there's going to be more options available once June 1st hits. Plus, again, you still got all the options available right now. Let's go out here. You still got all these options available right now. So, just a little recap in case you guys not sure. These are all the free agents that are still available. You got Hunter Renfrow, Allen Robinson, OBJ, Michael Gallup. And that's another reason why I don't think many of these guys are going to get signed right now. Until June 1st, I mean. I don't think many of these guys are going to get signed because what you do now, right? So you just had the draft, right? Now you have to break down and figure out, okay, what's the next step for us as an NFL team now that we just got done the draft? You look at your prospects, you see them in OTAs, or not OTAs, I would say, but you see them in the voluntary, mini camp and stuff. You see how they look. Okay, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, right? And then you start to realize, okay, this is what I want to target. This is what the areas of the depth chart I want to go after. And you don't find it out until after you get done the draft, after you get done all that stuff. And then June 1st comes around, and that's when you're saying, okay, now let's go get some free agents. Because there'll be a lot available. I mean, again, there's going to be more quarterbacks than this available after June 1st. Running back Zeke Elliott. There's talks about him might sign with the Cowboys. Kareem Hunt. I don't think Kareem Hunt's going anywhere, to be honest. I don't think he's going to sign with anyone. But receivers, again, like I just showed you, there's a lot of good options available. And with even more options available after June 1st, I mean, I do feel bad for Tyler Boyd, but I think at this point, it's, cut your losses if you're Tyler Boyd, tail between your legs, and say, hey, I messed up, Cincy. What can you offer me? Play another year with us. And I'm not saying you're going to be a wide receiver 3. You're not. We have other options now. But you're at least going to get paid. And you're at least going to stay on your team that loves you. And you're going to be with us for another year as a rotation purpose guy. So I think that's kind of how I look at these things right now. But yeah, until June 1st, I'm not expecting all these guys to get signed. And then I'm expecting once June 1st happens, a lot more options available. So we still have some cap, by the way. The rookie contracts haven't been added to overthecap.com yet. They're going to be in the future. But at this moment in time, we have $23.362 million. After all the rookie contracts come in, I believe it's roughly around $7 million. Oh, no, I think $9 million. You set aside for the NFL draft. So we should be fine. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.